This is Mother Teresa A. Wiley bringing you a thought for the day. Proverbs 14:12 says, "There is a way which seemeth right unto a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death." A man stands at a crossroad, choosing between two paths to follow, one that leads to life and one that leads to death. You would automatically think the choice would be a simple one, and he would choose the path of life, right? But according to Scripture, man tends to rely on his own intuition instead of God's counsel and guidance, and chooses the way that seemeth right, the way more satisfactory to his flesh, the way that seems more bearable, ultimately the way that leads to death. There was a man in the book of Judges named Micah. He lived during a time that there was no king in Israel, and every man did that which was right in his own eyes. Micah's mother had silver, which Micah had stolen, but he returned it to his mother, and she had a graven and molten image made of it. And Micah consecrated one of his sons, who became his priest. Now, understand, they knew that everything they were doing was wrong and against the command of God concerning worshiping idols. A young man was sojourning from Bethlehem, Judah, and he was in search of a place he could lodge, and he happened upon Micah's house. The young man was a Levite, and Micah convinced him to stay with him and be his priest. This young man agreed, and Micah said, "Now know I that the Lord will do me good, seeing I have a Levite to my priest." So you take a priest and set him up over your false worship and think God is going to accept and bless you? It's a sad way of thinking. But how many times have we set up our own way of doing things and believed, even though it is contrary to God's way, He will come in and accept my way and bless me? You don't want to believe that that is the thought pattern of many, but it's right here in the Scriptures. Jesus said, "I am the way, the truth, and the life." Listen, there is no way we can choose a path that leads to death and find life. Micah's actions were in direct disobedience to God and caused others to stumble. Micah's false gods led to false worship among an entire tribe of Israel for several generations. Never believe that you can choose to do things your way and God is going to accept it. He is the way, the truth, the life. Choose the way that leads to life.